Recently, a conspiracy theory has spread across social media, claiming that some world leaders, and perhaps even the American president himself, are not just ordinary humans. According to this theory, these individuals are not fully human, but are disguised extraterrestrial beings or highly advanced robots. And sometimes they are described as reptilian humanoids or lizard people. Advocates of this belief assert that there are hidden secrets in their eyes or behaviors, and that these individuals can be identified through their intense gazes and sometimes unusual facial expressions. This theory is part of a long line of conspiracy theories that have circulated over the decades, especially in the West, where people analyze the actions and physical details of public figures closely, focusing on more than just their speeches or policies. Recently, this theory has gained attention due to the strange behavior observed in American President Joe Biden, which some describe as the result of unnatural control over him, or even that he is a robot receiving instructions from someone. Supporters of this theory have backed up their observations with videos showing Biden acting unusually, with comments on his lack of blinking or the changes in his gaze, raising doubts about his true nature. But did this theory originate with Joe Biden? It appears to be much older. The idea first emerged in popular culture decades ago, specifically with the publication of the book The Biggest Secret by David Icke, a former athlete turned writer and promoter of conspiracy theories. Icke's book, which caused a significant stir, presented shocking details about world leaders. He claimed that these leaders are not human, but are in fact reptilian beings who arrived on Earth thousands of years ago from distant planets like Orion, Sirius, and Draco. According to Icke, these reptilian creatures integrated with humans, not directly but through genetic manipulation. Believers in this theory argue that humans already share some traits with reptiles, such as certain genes in our brains that are reptilian in origin, and that human embryos briefly resemble reptiles during early development in the womb. Some also cite ancient religious stories of shape-shifting beings, such as Satan turning into a dragon or serpent, or tales of half-human beings like the Nephilim in the Bible. However, before Icke promoted this theory, it had older roots, dating back to a story in 1934 in Los Angeles. At that time, an engineer named G. Warren Shufelt was searching for gold beneath the city using a device called the radio X-ray. During his search, Shufelt claimed to discover a network of tunnels and underground chambers filled with treasures and gold. Driven by this discovery, Shufelt shared the story with local newspapers, prompting financial support for his project to start digging. But after reaching a certain depth, water filled the excavation site, halting the project. This story spread at the time and gained additional intrigue when a man named Little Chief Greenleaf from the local Hopi tribe gave a strange testimony affirming Shufelt's claims. According to the tribal lore, there was indeed a subterranean city built about 5,000 years ago by a race called the Lizard People. The story grew over the years, transforming into a popular urban legend that fueled belief in these reptilian humanoids who supposedly live among us and control our destinies. Skeptics and researchers, however, believe this story may have been exaggerated by the media or perhaps entirely fabricated. They argue that the radio X-ray was just a type of dowsing pendulum for water detection, which lacks scientific validation. Additionally, records of the Hopi tribe show no mention of a person named Little Chief Greenleaf, suggesting he may have been invented to support Shufelt's story. Despite this skepticism, the reptilian humanoid theory continues to spread, with believers claiming that these beings can be identified by certain physical traits: green or hazel eyes that change color, piercing stares that rarely blink, red hair, low blood pressure, and an unusual affinity for space and science. Some also claim they can affect electrical devices and possess an ability to shapeshift, which could explain the numerous videos online showing public figures with strange or changing facial features. Joe Biden is not the only one subjected to this scrutiny. Other prominent figures, including former U.S. President Barack Obama, Queen Elizabeth II and her family, U.S. Senator Mitt Romney, former Secretary of Defense Donald Rumsfeld, pop star Justin Bieber, singer Miley Cyrus, and rapper Eminem have all been implicated. Videos of these individuals often depict odd changes in their features, but imaging experts attribute these to technical glitches in older tapes, or simply lighting and angle effects, emphasizing that these clips do not offer conclusive proof of reptilian humanoids. Despite scientific explanations, the theory still holds significant popularity in the United States, as many people find comfort in these interpretations of global crises and human tragedies. Psychologists suggest that people are inclined to believe in conspiracy theories because they offer a sense of control and knowledge of hidden truths. Some argue that humans tend to view the source of evil as non-human to justify the suffering they endure. Ultimately, whether this theory holds any truth or not, it remains a belief used by some to attribute the world's misfortunes to mysterious creatures rather than to human actions. While some see it as an attempt to avoid responsibility, the idea of reptilian humanoids still fascinates and terrifies, making it resemble the plot of a thrilling science fiction movie.